Last time we got the servo on this, so join us again for a little bit of wintertime wrenching. I'm gonna get the electronics done. Step 2, we need a motor, an ESC, which also means I need a pinion. I'm gonna have to go probably steal a pinion from an employee because they stole my pinions first. It's a big old heist, back and forth of parts. There we go, long ones on the outside. All right, motor plate. You can come off anytime now. It's getting hot in here, so take off a small section of my clothes. Alright, there's another screw in here that I don't think has anything to do with it, but I'm going to take it out just in case it somehow does. Because maybe that's holding other things in. Hey, I think that was maybe it. Sure, whatever. Alright, condition of these gears is decent. Oh, I'm going to have to look up the where do you mount for what pinion thing, and it's not labeled. Hey, that's great. That's real nice of them. Whatever aftermarket plate this was. So does that also mean A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E? Is that? Sure. I'm not going to tighten them all the way yet because I want to be able to do this. And then this. Oh, it's so tiny. I need the teeniest of tiny. What? This is a weird pinion, and it has a SAE grub screw. Looks like it's 4mm. Oh man, this is some old stuff. All right, we're gonna try something else, which means all the work that I just did was for naught. 14. Least favorite way of mounting a motor. These put it in the right hole versions. All right, what am I going for? F. A, B, C, D, E, F. Ugh. A, B, C, D, E, F. And this still doesn't look like it's gonna be right, but we'll see. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yep. Least favorite way of mounting a motor in the world. Just let me put it where I want to, maybe. Give me the option, and that way, if something is machined wrong, it doesn't not work. Doesn't not work? It does work. It does something. All right, we're gonna see. My luck, this is going to be one of them tiny ones, and it's not going to be tight enough. I'm going to have to use a big pinion. I don't want a big pinion. I want a small pinion. Oh, that's nowhere near right. Like I said, my favorite way of mounting. You know what I'm going to do? So I'm just going to I'm just gonna do what I want is what I'm gonna do. So this would be it's still too loose in my opinion. Opinion. All right, so we got the teeny spur gear on here, which makes me half to gear tall. Let's see what else we have. Good old trial and error just to bolt a pinion on. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go outside and crawl because there is snow all over the rocks and the ground. I'm not going to risk my neck or the cameraman's neck or the camera's for that matter because it is so slippery outside and so cold. Last I checked, it was like 20 Fahrenheit, which isn't super duper cold, but it's cold enough for a warm camera to go outside and then fog up on the inside. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. Our cameras definitely don't want that. All right, so what do we got here? We got a big old honking pinion. We're gonna really do that? I don't really want to do that, but I'm going to anyway, I suppose, because that's our options. So new spur gear, new drive lines, new spur gear. Can I fit a new spur gear? And how much work is it to take off that spur gear? It's a lot of work. Blah. All right, back to what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's an 18 tooth. Cool. The largest gearing ever, and we're going to go to D. But before I go to D, we're going to make sure that I at least have this where it'll mesh properly. There we go. That looks, yeah, well enough. Is that well enough? I am so excited about this right now. Because, you know, taking 15 minutes to put a pinion on is very normal for me. Honestly, it's always so difficult to get pinion mesh properly. You know, it's just one of those things. What did I say this was, an 18? All right, we're going to move to D. We're going to assume that this aftermarket motor adheres to TRX4's thing. There we go. Oh, it's going to be geared so tall. I don't really like tall gearing. Nope. I don't. I'm a crawler. I don't care about going that fast usually. All right. That looks like a proper pinion mesh. Jeez, that didn't take nearly enough time, honestly. We can stretch this out into 3 videos. Y'all would love it. Come with me while I get nothing done. There we go. I have no clue what this tiny pinion for, or tiny screw is for up top, but I'm going to put it in anyways. Hey, that could have been worse. No, there is no worse. That is the longest it has ever taken me to put a pinion on. And that does not include how long it took me to find the pinions. All right, here we go. Sweet. How's it roll? As good as you would expect, I suppose. I've bolted that in. I've mounted my ESC, of course. So now we get to do all of this. This is an 1800 kV motor. For those that have made it this far through the video, congratulations. You probably can see what that is. Yeah, this is a prototype. It is nowhere near what the production versions will be. We have made a whole lot of changes. I'm about 2 years into this right now. And a lot of that was the stator, but I'm actually testing new firmware in this moment on it. And it is sensorless, but it uses my new stator, 10 pole, sensorless. and you can bind it down enough, especially with tall gearing, so that it'll, you know, cog. But that's just the first version. It's taken 2 years. I would say it's not perfect, because is there such thing as perfection? I don't know. But I could just keep working and never release anything. So if you want to support the 2-in-1 project, you can actually buy the stubbies that are coming out. By the time this video drops, they'll probably already be released. Because that
Welcome to HTX.
helps a bunch. All right, TSB tablespoon, who knows? There we are. Hey, the steering's even in the right direction. Probably need to do some endpoints. So what I'm going to do on this here MT12, first let's see how fast it is. Oh, it's also backwards. Cool. Well, I can just reverse that. Oh yeah, it is a TRX4, so they do need reverse motors. Ah, so fast. It's incredibly fast. Still pretty slow. I would really want more gear down, but that's, you know, that's just me. Put a little load on it and the pinion doesn't go tick, 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 tick. There we go. There's our minimum speed. Can you tell when it transitions from sine to regular 6-step? There it is. Mostly just audible. Alright, so it works. I guess I need to clean up the wiring. Oh yeah, and reverse. And do endpoints. We are going to go to system. No, I'm sorry. We're going to return. We're going to go to model. This is car number 2. I am going to copy my model. Going to copy it to right underneath car number 2 to another car number 2. And then we shall change the name to, like Power Wagon, PWR. Let's just do that. P well, W R Power W. Power W. All right, so we're gonna inverse channel 2, and that makes us go forwards. Hey, all right, 1 to turn and 2 to burn. Oh wow, look at that. It's like it's actually working like it's supposed to. All right, max steering. I'm gonna bump this up until things get unhappy. I don't know what we're maxing out. Probably our CVDs. There we go. Maxed out. Yeah, what's hidden? There's no stops. That's weird. Whatever. So it's not hitting the case. There's nothing. Oh, okay. I'm not going to question. Not questioning. All right. Back in the other way. Oh. Jeez. I know this is probably great to hear. Yeah, it's probably good enough. There we go. Well, I'm not really happy about that gearing. It's very tall. We're going to be in sine mode for a more extended period of time than I would want to in crawling. And this, for 3S, that's way too much wheel speed, but it'll work. Let's see if I can get it to stall. I can get it to stall in sine mode, which is normal. But you give it a little more and it just powers through. So, and the cogging on the newest AM32 firmware it's there, but it's not unpredictable. So it's more of a, hey, you're really loaded down guy. this will be solved with gearing. And then I might break some more parts. So, hey, this thing runs. I will clean up the wiring a little bit. We just have the radio to put somewhere. It doesn't really need to go far. I guess it could just go, yeah, like here, maybe. It's so tiny. Because or I can put it over here. Yeah. There we go. This one is about ready for action. Just need to find my hook and loop somewhere. Yeah. Or some double-sided tape. I know I got some around here somewhere. There we go. All right, that wasn't nearly as painful as it could have been, I promise. But it is at the point where we just do a little bit of wiring cleanup, and maybe I'll throw some of this in a loom or something like that. I'll figure it out, and we'll be good to go. So there you go. If you got any questions about things, unless it's about this mystery motor right here, then put your comments down below. Although if you do have questions about it, sure, go ahead and ask, and I will maybe answer them. As always, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. You've made it to the end of the video. Hopefully that means you liked what you saw. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, and definitely comment down below. We would like to hear new ideas from you, so be sure you let us know what you'd like to see. There are some other suggestions probably floating by my head right now that you can check out, and otherwise we appreciate your support and your help growing the channel.